There's nothing quite like the battle for the Dakotas, whether it's the Dakota marker on the gridiron or the border bell in wrestling. These big rival state schools go full tilt for the biggest rivalry matchup of the season. The Bison hosted the Jacks in this year's border bell match. Now, the Bison hosting the Jacks, NDSU, SDSU in this year's border bell match up here in Fargo. SDSU looking for their first win here since 2016, but SDSU popping out to an early 10-3 lead. Here you see wins in the 125, 133, and lastly 141-pound bouts to start. But Kellen March for NDSU, the sole win at the 149-pound spot. But up next is Jared Franek, the number 2 wrestler in the country at the 157-pound mark. And a dominant victory comes after 21 points scored, a high by any wrestler on the day for the major decision win. Up next is Michael Caliendo at the 165-pound bout with a chance to take the lead for the Bison, and he finally gets the pin on Connor Gaynor. It's the first of the day for any wrestler. Look at the celebration here. Caliendo electric. Bison take a 14-10 lead. Gavin Sachs lost and DJ Parker wins split points, but another SDSU win over Owen Pence sends this one to the final bout at 285-pound spot. It's Juan Mora up against AJ Nevels. Winner here takes the match, and Nevels ends up with the win in the match for both himself and his team. SDSU taking the duel overall 19-17. North Dakota State baseball in a doubleheader today against Sacramento State. It's 2-0 Hornets in the top of the 5th in game 1. Will Bush connects on the second hit today. Terrell Huggins trotting across home plate. Bison are on the board. We go to the bottom of the 6th now. Man on first, and he's going to get this line drive way over to the shortstop. The double play just in time. NDSU defense shutting down Sac State, keeping that deficit at 2. We go to the 7th inning now. Bush again at the plate, and for the 3rd time today, he gets a hit. Should be an easy out at first, but whoa, look at the overthrow. Bush scampers to second. Huggins gets his second run of the day. 3-2, Bison still trail, and well, that score will end up being the final in game 1 today. NDSU dropping their 3rd in a row. Now we're going to go into game 2 here. Bison and Hornets knotted at 1-1 on the top of the 3rd. Peter Brookshaw mashing a double into deep left center, and that clears out the 2 men on. Bison taking a 3-1 lead. NDSU and Sac State tied at 4 going into the top of the 6th. Will Bush leading off the Bison in the beginning of the inning. And on the first pitch, sending this rocket to the moon. After his 3-hit game at 1, his bat is still scorching with game 2. Bison lead by 1. Terrell Huggins up at the plate in the top of the 2nd. Those 2 guys busy today. Another bomb flying into left center field. This insurance homer brought to you by the Arizonan senior. Bison pouring on runs late in the game here. A 7th run, 7th inning sends NDSU their first win of the season, 13-4. How about that over Sac State? Some big news out of the North Border Eagles high school boys basketball this week. TJ Costley breaking the all-time scoring record for the Eagles on this play right here. A magnificent fast break layup, the senior guard breaking the record against Park River Fordville Lincoln. Costley's record now stands 26 points above the old one, and this could climb even more with North Border's 2 games remaining in the regular season. Eagles are also 17-2 on the season, the most overall wins of any Region 2 team. And currently they're riding a 7-game win streak. The Region 2 tournament tips off February 28th in the Betty up in Grand Forks.
I'm taking a look at that all-time record, 1462. Has to be on the mind getting to 1,500 within 2 games. A real possibility maybe. Right there.
He's dropped 35 in a couple of these games.
Oh,
in the 20s
that's got to be the goal.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, Jack, thank you.